Hey, good morning. It's Jeremy Sutton, owner of Servant PT, host of the Servant PT podcast. I help women 50 and over live a life full of health, family, and fun. Today, I'm going to be talking about something. This literally just popped into my head because of a podcast I was listening to. It says, do you want to do it or do you just want to do it? Gosh, crazy. So I was listening to an author, and I'm into this podcast right now on how to self-publish books. And I've listened to almost every episode. I don't know how many it's been, but that's really what I've been hooked on for the last 3 weeks. And guy who's a very successful author, and he was talking about he had a radio job that he didn't like, and he told his wife, he said, I want to be an author. And she said, no, you don't. And he said, what? He said, no, you just want to be an author. You don't really want to be one, or you would do it. And I was just, I literally was coming down Cypress Street here, and it's like jumping up and down in the car. Like, it's just, I don't know. It was just perfect for what we're going to talk about today. So how many times do we say we want to do something? How many times do we say we want to be in better health? How many times do we say we want to not have back pain or knee pain, or we want to be able to play with our kids, or we want to be able to get in the garden or go shopping or whatever it is? How many times do you say that, but you never really do anything about it? And I'm talking to myself. Like, how many times have I said I want to get into better shape, and then I just stay in the shape I'm in, which is round? We have to be willing to put something in the game that we're trying to play. You can't just sit on the sidelines and say, well, I really wish they would do a better job. You know, it's kind of like, politics or anything like that. Well, I wish the politicians would do better, but I'm never gonna try to help, or I'm never gonna vote, or I'm never gonna, do anything about it. I wish the town would get cleaned up, but I don't bend over to pick up a piece of trash when I see it on the ground, or I don't, help clean up a part of the neighborhood when people are working on it. So, like, we want things to happen, but we just want them to happen. We don't actually want to do anything about it. We just want it, and we want to complain about it. It's like one time somebody told me, Jared, one of my mentors, I said, I don't want to be an angry person. He's like, yeah, you do. And I was like, no, I don't. He's like, well, maybe you don't want to, but you don't want to do anything about it because you continually act like an angry person and you continually do these things. So until you want to do that, it's empty. It doesn't mean anything. And so when I heard that this morning, I was just like, wow, that's a really deep comment by somebody else that I didn't make, but I'm going to straight up use it today. So, how many times do you just want to do something, but you don't do anything about it? And so it's really empty, that you just have that desire. But sometimes desire without action is just kind of a dream, that's never going to come true. Because if you don't actually get up and do something, then how can anything change? It's this is with my kids. I think, like, sometimes they have behavior issues, just like all 4 and 6 year olds do. But if I don't stop and correct them and explain to them why what they're doing is wrong, then they're going to continue to have those issues with discipline and paying attention and things like that. And so if I never stop and say, hey, this is wrong and this is why it's wrong, then they don't know, and then they grow up and they just continually act like that. So I can't just have the desire that my kids are good people. I have to actually put some action into it. I have to put some skin in the game, so to speak, and try to correct them and try to lead them in a better direction. So let's pull all this back. If there's something you're trying to get done, whether it's get a promotion at work, whether it's be able to go shopping with your family or go on a vacation with your kids, whatever that is, meet a new goal, lifting weights or just whatever. It starts today, right now, with you having that desire and that goal.